Today we're actually going to be doing some more install stuff with the Evo. I just woke up a little bit ago. My eyes are still kind of ugh. But I wasn't actually anticipating these parts getting here when they did. And so the fact that they are here now, we're going to go ahead and get them installed. We actually have a couple of different backlogged things regarding the Evo that we wanted to go over. Today we are going to be doing the upper intercooler pipes. That should be the front and back upper intercooler pipes. Then we are going to be doing an intake. So the intake is going to actually be separate. So upper intercooler pipes now, intake, that is probably going to be another thing, not because of time. It should be actually super straightforward and simple. The issue is, and this is kind of important, is that I did not know that when getting into an intake with the Evo 10, anything that has a larger diameter than factory apparently is going to require a tune, simply because the MAF sensor is not going to know what to do. And so it is my understanding, and I will definitely clarify on this, but it is my understanding that what happens is at a minimum, you're going to start throwing a check engine light. You will probably have idle issues up to and including possibly causing damage, but I'm not 100% sure. So we're not going to touch that today. We'll definitely have a look at it. No, I will have a look at it. We will not have a look at it. I'll have a look at it. But yeah, so intake is going to be another time, and at some point we will have to address the tune simply to accommodate the intake. Once that is done, that should be it. As far as anything that we're going to be doing with the Evo. If you have any thoughts, recommendations, if you have your own personal Evo 10 experience, by all means, reach out, let me know. So we've got catback exhaust. There was a conversation about maybe doing a straight pipe. I don't know. We've got just reliability stuff. We've got wideband boost. We're going to have an intake, and we're going to have the upper intercooler piping. And then obviously there's coilovers on the car already. That was kind of it. There wasn't any thought about doing anything else. We've done a head unit, but there wasn't a thought of doing anything else. Just a couple of different reasons for this. It doesn't, I don't think, me personally, I need to go beyond that. And some people will go, oh, that's because, you know, you haven't gotten the itch yet or whatever. I've gone through dozens and dozens of cars, and I've had a wide degree of what I mod and what I don't mod. And for the Evo, I'm just kind of, you know, I don't think there's anything that I need to do. I said I've done some of the reliability stuff, some of the refreshing stuff. I did the short shifter, all of the bushings regarding the shifter. I've done a transmission mount. So yeah, I'm not hunting for more power and reduction in reliability. If there's reliability stuff that you can think of, please, absolutely let me know. I wanted to do the master cylinder upgrade. At some point, I will look into diff pins. I hate the fact that I'm going to have to do this, but at some point, the transmission is going to have to come out and have the fourth gear synchro addressed, because it just pops out of fourth gear. But yeah, as far as performance, I can't think of anything that I want to do. Again, if I'm wrong and you know better, by all means, let me know in the comments. I actually really enjoy having that open discussion in the comments. So, yeah, upper intercooler piping today. Let's go ahead and get started. All right, let's see what we got in our packaging. Here, we'll put that there. All right, that's box one. Let's see what we got in box two. Okay, we got some boxes. Well, So because the car is black and there is red accent under the hood, I just figured we'll send it and go lots of red. That's kind of neat. They got their thing on there. So yeah, I figure we go lots of red. All right. Give me a second to get things unpacked and figure out where stuff goes, and we'll go ahead and get set up on the installation. Looks all super straightforward. I think it's going to be pretty easy to figure out what we're getting into here. We've got our front hose and we've got our rear hose, and we're going to want to take this off, I believe. So how do these guys just pop out? I think they're just lift out. They are. Oh, cool. And they're old and crunchy and broken. Great. We're going to have to take apart part of our intake anyway. You know what? I think I need to, or should, make the phone call to ask real quick, am I going to cause damage to the car if I install... Man, I wish this would give me... if I install... And another one broke. Awesome. 2 parts of that broke. Great. They're just breaking off in my hand. These are old and crunchy. Gotta get new ones, I guess. Anyway, am I going to cause damage to the intake if I to the engine, if I install this intake now? That's going to be something that I should find out sooner than later. Okay, we're going ahead and setting our clips aside. We're going to need a screwdriver. Phillips head. Attempting to get a Phillips head. There we go. Those are fairly okay. Not heat warped and cracked and nasty and falling apart. So that's good. Never done this before, guys. So first Evo, we're kind of going together at the same time. We'll see what we're getting into. Because we're addressing our intercooler piping, the entire top section here, I'm going to assume this guy's going to need to come off because I'm guessing this is going to get replaced. I don't know. I might be going beyond what I actually need to do right now. Oh, looks like we got, what are we going to call that, a 10, 12? Is it a 12? It's a 10. But because so far in life I'm pretty good about putting my tools away where I got them, I haven't lost, knock on wood, I haven't lost any 10s from this set yet. I don't know if it's showing up on camera, but we're taking the forward section of the intake box off. Okay. All right, I need it to let me actually have Oh man, it's so gross. I just cleaned this out. I didn't replace it because I said we got an intake on the way. It's already got fresh dead bees in it, so like yellow jackets. All right. We got our forward section of the intake out. That should allow us to just lift this up, right? Yay. Okay. I see. We got a coupler going down to the intercooler on this section of pipe. I am going to assume reasonably that they gave us 2 couplers, and I am going to guess that it is one for here, which is just a straight silicone coupler. I'm guessing that's going to pop down right there. And then they gave us a reducer, which I am going to reasonably assume. I have no idea where they want us to put that. I don't know where they'd want us to put a reducer at. I don't know. All right, let's go ahead and start taking hosing out. It looks like we're just working with 10 the whole way. Oh, so let's actually talk about why this is happening. So A, aesthetic, there's an aesthetic component here. But B, because this guy right here will collapse in various different situations. Just drops, which is so good. We don't need to go too much with these. I'm assuming there is a sort of like a knurled edge that you'll see there, and we just got to be able to go over top of it. And as soon as we're able to do that, we're going to call ourselves good enough, because it'll clear getting the soft hose off. All right, let's go ahead and see if we can actually get the soft hose off. Does not look like we can. So we'll start here. We'll see if we can get that one off. All right. All right, cool. We got one. We got two. We're actually going to have a look inside of this hose too, see if we've got oil or nastiness in there. Nope, it's very, very clean in there. I don't think the camera's going to be able to see that, but super clean in there. I mean, it's dusty, but it's clean. We're on our shield, manifold heat shield up against the firewall. I think I'm going to be able to turn that by hand. I am. Which is good because it's kind of it's not a tight space, but leaning over really far, supporting your body weight with one hand. All right, well, got some of it. Man. Ow. Scraping my hands up on that heat shield. This one's on the manifold side. All right, that should be enough. it is. I'll take 2 hose clamps out. There weren't 2 hose clamps holding that there. There was the one on the front side and the one on the rear. Both coming out. And let's try to pull this soft pipe. Oh man, it does not want to let go. Almost like it's been on there for a while. I don't want to bleed for this, but I might. I'm going to scratch myself. Oh, no, maybe not. Ow. Yep, I did. All right. We're clear. Before we get too far, I'm going to have a look over here just to make sure about my hose sections and fittings and such, to make sure that I'm not going farther than I actually need to. I don't mind, but I think it's kind of funny that we ordered red for piping and got black couplers, which again, I don't actually mind, but it just looks, I don't know, it's going to look fine. You would think red couplers, but that's, I honestly think would be too much red. Okay, this part number is considered front upper intercooler piping. Does the other one say rear? It does. All right, so this is our front. It's going to go on like that. Okay, so the reason why I wasn't sure about the reducers, why I said there was a reducer there, and I was like, I don't even know where that would go, is because this is actually for the rear. And I'm still not 100% sure where the reducer is going to come into play. I believe it's just going to go attached to that pipe right there. I don't think that pipe, that hard pipe, I don't know if you can even see it, is going to come out. But in fact, I'm 100% positive. So, no reducer in play here, just this. And it looks like this guy comes off. And then we've got 2 more hose clamps, and we should be able to pull straight out and bolt straight onto the intercooler. So let's get started on that. Okay. We have worked ourselves up to a 12. So we're going over to a 12 to pull the front intercooler piping bracket off. It looks like it's held onto the core support. And yeah, is it on stupid tight? It is not. Okay, let's go ahead and switch back to our 10 to get these hose clamps off, if I can get down there. I bet you this would be easy to do, like super easy to do, if we just took the whole bumper off, but I don't want to take the bumper off. Slowly but surely we're getting there. It's just a tight space. Pinching my hand up. And it's not quite enough yet. Okay, we have switched cameras. The GoPro, it was in the sun a little bit, but I don't really have any other good place to get it to get a decent vantage point, and so it overheated and shut down. That was recording at 4K 60, so now we have switched over to our Insta360 X3, but just simply recording in single lens, so flat video. We'll see how this goes and if it holds up a little bit better. So we are not using a direct attached microphone anymore, which is maybe problematic because there's a lot of traffic going by. And I wonder if the color profile is different. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and move on. We were able to get our upper section of pipe off right here on the front, and we're going to go ahead and continue removing the soft pipe that's down there, which is still one more hose clamp directly attached to the intercooler. And then we're actually going to I'm going to try to reuse a rubber bushing that bolts to the core support. So we'll see how that goes. So here is our first hose clamp out. And now we got to get in here and get our second one out so that we can remove the soft pipe that's still here. And once we get that out, we're going to go ahead and push on our silicone attachment. Slip that on. Let's see if it wants to work with us. It absolutely does not. And we cannot go much looser. Well, that's gonna suck. Okay. But now, yeah. It's all right. We've got a bigger clamp. Hopefully, it's not going to be super important. That ain't gonna work. We are gonna have to use that smaller clamp. I don't know how. It does not fit over. Or maybe it does, and I just don't think it does. Yeah, we see a lot of expansion in the coupler to begin with, so the fact that there's zero wiggle room in here now tells me this is going to be fun. Yeah, no, there's no way. It physically is not going to fit. It just isn't. Well, shit. I don't think we can bring that down that much. We may have to go to just a straight up hose clamp. Alright, let's see what we do. I think it's going to allow us to close the gap. Alright, so one of these closed down as much as it goes. That's what we get. Sorry, out of frame. Anyway, that's what we get. There's no way. But the thing is that this clamp barely even fits over the mouth of the piping that's already there. So I don't know. I mean, we'll try again. I could be just, I don't know, dumb. So, with the kit that you get, this reducer makes sense. I get it. But with the clamp that they give you, it is absolutely, there is no way that's going on there. Just going to a regular hose clamp. All right. Now, I think that's all the way secure. I don't think there are any leaks in the system, but we won't know. So, we'll get our tools out of here. Alright, so we have a spare coupler with nothing to do with it, and we have 3 spare hose clamps. So, yeah. I guess that is that. That's the install of the front and rear upper intake, the upper intercooler piping. Cool.